Hello, everyone. Hello, Tia. Hello, Kara. So today's kind of like a fun day. Mr. Snowflake did a whole premiere with his documentary, his new documentary, and there was damn near 5,000 people in that chat. Curtis Price just dropped a video on Foodie Beauty. It's hilarious, you guys. It's hilarious. And now she uploaded a 30-minute mukbang eating like two sandwiches, chips. Oh, but we got the zero sugar iced tea because that makes a difference, you guys. Hey, Blue Jays. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Los Angeles Limited. Good to see you. Hello. Hello, Danielle. Okay, Twitter's been kind of interesting. So I hate anonymity. Curtis was great. I saw some of it. I need to go back and finish. It's really hard to be able to sit through anything right now because the kids are all off on summer break. And so, like, we're constantly doing stuff. But I was worried I wasn't going to be able to go live later tonight because in the morning, my sister has me hiking up like a whole ass mountain. So, we're going to do a little recap right now, and then we're going to watch this mukbang together. We're going to try to sit through the whole 30 minutes. We're going to try. I don't know how eager I am to watch her eat a massive footlong, let alone two of them, but we're going to do our best. Today is a great day, first day back to work after my 4 days off. Wow, Matthew, that's good. Did you have a restful 4 days? Poppy, everyone needs a backup sandwich. Apparently. Okay, let's pop over to Twitter really fast. We're going to pop over there, and then we'll dive into this mukbang. So, where should we start? I guess I'm just going to start at the beginning and scroll down because there's some interesting things. So let me just let this sit up here for a minute. Okay, let's continue scrolling. So, how Hypocrisy tweeted this, and it says, man falls into a 10-hour food coma after eating 24 cottage pies for a food challenge. And they said, Foodie Beauty better be careful. She doesn't care, though. That's the difference. That's very sad, though. It just shows like food, just because it's not alcohol or drugs, it could be just as deadly for people. It can. Okay, I retweeted this. A chick and a duck said, another day, another seething live stream from Foodie where she threatened to take legal action against everyone she doesn't like. She did. And then they said, good Lord, I hope she doesn't notify the Kuwaiti authorities that her husband has been setting prawn to women in the US. Here's the thing. Bella made a joke and has no intentions of selling Salah's pictures. She can't get in any trouble, right? He can. He's not supposed to be telling women that he's going to grape them, that he wants to pee on them, that he wants to poop on them. I'm pretty sure he could get in trouble for the images alone on his phone. So, as I told Bella on Twitter, I'm like, let them call the authorities. Like, what are they going to do? At this point, like, most of the time, the police don't care about online stuff. They're not going to care about a joke. She hasn't sold the picture to the highest bidder. But Salah did say that he wanted to grape Bibles and he wanted to wear crosses around his tiny little balls. What else am I missing? He was going to spit on her. I don't know. Hey, Satan. Huffing farts causes morbid obesity, apparently. Danielle said, tomorrow I'm going to have a Korean lunch for my birthday, so should I bring a backup sandwich? Yes, and have a happy birthday, beautiful. Have a happy birthday. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Okay, let's keep going. So anyways, I hope they do alert the authorities. I hope they do. This is interesting. Nader has a court date on Monday. It's public info all over a public platform. So all I have to say about this is may justice finally be served. I really hope something can be done about that guy. You guys, I made a vow I couldn't play this clip on my channel because it's just so disturbing and traumatic. But the way he talked about Dee Dee's mom has me very afraid of what he has done to her, and I hope that woman is okay. I hope that woman is okay. I know a lot of people have said a lot of things about May, but like, until proven otherwise, I'm gonna believe her. And I hope justice is served for her. I really hope it is. Is it finally the end of the May case? I hope so, and I hope he ends up in jail and she can have some peace. That is what I truly hope. And I hope Dee Dee gets thrown away too. I'm sorry, but the shit I heard was so traumatic. That's the best way I can describe it. This has resurfaced, and Ray shared it, but I want to make sure that I say this because she did say in her replies, like, she's in no way shaming anybody during Pride Month, but it's Salah's Facebook page. And do you see what he's interested in? Interesting. Interesting. All right, let's keep going. Oh, let me make sure I have the chat up on my phone. Breezy Satan and work. My day is going great. I also have 130.6 proof bourbon calling my name. Well, you have fun with that. You could drink responsibly. Me and bourbon, I'd wind up in jail. That's where I would go. There's a hearing on Monday for Natter. Yeah. Was Salad licking Murad's poop? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at this point. I think he just likes any poop. Any poop. Okay, let's keep going. I said, how embarrassing it must be to have evidence out there that your husband called another woman goddess, but calls you potato head. And how embarrassing that her husband told Kay Bella, at least I can carry you. Yeah. Kim Impossible said, I guess we know what gets under Foodie's skin now. Any mention of Salah's small D. It's really small. It is. It didn't take much to blur it. Let's keep going. Raleigh said, whoa, wait. Chantel asked a minor to show bobs, which is a slang term for genitals. I know people say she's a predator, but whoa. Yeah, so it was crazy. I saw Mr. Snowflake was premiering his documentary, and I popped in, and it was right at the time where the minor was on screen. And I believe Mr. Snowflake even said, like, he looked 14. You could tell he was a minor, and then Foodie's like, oh, there's nothing minor about that, or there's nothing minor about him, in her predator voice. I'm not gonna flat out call her one, but this is what I will say. She's a creep. She is an absolute creep. She is. She is. This is about Salah's photo and Kay Bella, shared by Mo Translates, in case you missed her live rage earlier.
Cunt Bella is selling nudes. Okay, well, if that's true, she'll be in trouble for revenge porn. But she's already a homeless nothing, so I guess you can't get blood from a stone. Actually, her whole address is doxed on the farms. So I have her address. I'm working on contacting the police about it.
Wow.
Why would anyone sell them? Like, if they're available online, that's so stupid and probably BS.
She's not gonna sell them, but you should really be mad at the person who sent them out. That's who you should be mad at. And nobody wants to see that. We all have baby carrots in the fridge we can go look at. Nobody needs to see Salah's.
Nobody did that with her. Disgusting nudes, right? So.
How disgusting were they, Foodie? She got him to bark. She got a little woof woof out of him. Have you ever got that?
Yes, free Palestine, Taja, all the way. Other revenge porn laws in Kuwait. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right, but she's not in Kuwait, but you guys are, and he has stuff on his phone that he's not supposed to. So earlier today, I went and tagged Kuwaiti News, the Ministry of Interior Kuwait, and a bunch of tweets, and I really, really hope they catch on. Have a good day, Foodie!
For sure. Why don't you worry about that silliest geese? I needed some information, so I looked it up and it led me to a farms page.
Wow.
She said highest bidder. She's a wackadoodle. She's trying so hard to be fucking relevant.
What's crazy is, like, at one point she had far more subscribers than you have ever had on all your platforms combined.
She says she's mad because she didn't succeed in breaking your home and marriage. Such a low life. Bingo. Imagine doing that with your life.
Imagine staying by a man who wants to grape women. If that came out, like, I'd be roasting them and dragging them all over the internet. I wouldn't go waddling back.
I'm not worked up. I'm not. If she's really doing that, she's going to pay. She's going to get, yeah, there's a law in the US, exactly. Revenge porn, exactly what she's doing. Doesn't matter if it's blurred out. Doesn't matter.
Anyways, I have a little something I want to say to her too. I said it on my Twitter and I don't regret it. People are telling me I should strike her and Bally and like Yo Mama for the stuff that they're saying about my child and dragging me as a parent. This is what I will say about Foodie. And no, I'm not going to feel bad saying this because I've asked her several times to just leave my kid out of it and she can't. Foodie, since I know you're listening, let this sting. I hope it burns so bad. I really hope it does. I hope it burns worse than your UTI and gonorrhea. That's what I do hope. I did not terminate my children. And no, hold on, you guys. I'm not against abortion. What I'm against is people like Foodie Beauty who use it as a form of birth control instead of just wrapping up, taking a pill, or just staying abstinent. I'm against people using it as birth control. Foodie terminated her pregnancies because she didn't want to deal with kids. I fought like hell for mine. I got sober for mine. So you can stay with your little grapist, you can judge, you can do whatever you want to do, but no, the rest of us are looking down on you. You are the worst person in the world. You are so jealous of Kay Bella, but you really need to take it up with the man who cheated on you. And I truly hope you contact the authorities because Kay Bella will be fine, but I'm ready to see your ass in jail. And I hope you take Salah with you. I hope so. I hope you guys all go. You, Nader, and Salah. That would, like, I'd throw a party. I would throw a party. Anyways, did I miss anybody? Foodie can go put Salah's baby carrot in her mouth. She can't. She can't. Okay, so what is this again? Oh, this is just me being sassy. FFG is really mad at Kay Bella and called her out saying, selling revenge prawn, big brain, very smart, anything for some money. Sharmoot, that's what she called her. I happen to have screenshots of my phone of FFG offering money for people's info. So I just think nobody's hands are clean. Those tweets from FFG offering money for people's info was deleted, but Kay Bella's joke is still up. So I just wanted to point that out. Let's keep going. So unbothered, but face flamed redder than a tomato. Suck it, chins. And these are some screenshots. Shocker said, Chantel, Kay Bella is selling Nad's nude pics on X. She's not. And then, what is this? Chantel offed her own kids, said, Cutie, can we talk about your parenting? R.I.P. Little P. And Chantel murders babies, said, Mommy, why did you end me? That's crazy. FFG doesn't understand jokes. No, but she also, like, remember when she was egging on, like, she was all excited when Marty came around, right? And he was covering Foodie Beauty. And she was egging it on. And then, like, all of a sudden, she tried to calm out. She's like, no, too far. It's like, dude, you show up at dispensaries. You show up at fashion shows. Like, how are you anybody to judge? I'll never get it. You befriended Chantel's loser bestie. I don't get it. I don't get it. Nana Spike T said, look, I don't care what she eats or what she weighs. I'm merely a spectator who has eyes and opinions. They said Foodie lives in a world of delusion, for real. And no, I'm not fat shaming. She does that herself. Fat girl eating? Yeah, she puts that as her tags, you guys. So when Foodie does her mukbangs, and if you ever search her tags or what she puts, she always puts like fat girl problems. It's weird. Foodie uses me as a toothpick. Salah's tiny dinger is here. Okay, so they say, no, I'm not fat shaming. She does that to herself. Fat girl eating. Thanks to Marley Hendricks for the side-by-side. So look at this. It says, tell us again how you're smaller now. That's Foodie in 2017. 2024. That's crazy. Wow. She's not smaller. She's not. Very hard. FFG banned me for 2 years for a joke about Adidas. That's crazy. Not everybody likes to wear Adidas every day, day in and day out. I don't know. There's other brands out there. Danielle said, listen, Foodie, no one, and I mean no one, is letting their small children watch you. You're a dark demon, and no parent would subject their children to you. Yeah, she's the type of woman where you see her walking down the street, you usher your children in the different direction, or you put your arms around them, or you hold their hand. Like, she's just one of those people. In general, she tries to say that the reaction channels, we all just sit around with our children telling story times of Foodie and how she's paying for their trips to Disneyland. Um, Nobody knows. Like, my family, like, my mom is the only person who knows about Foodie Beauty. She watches my channel. She doesn't give a shit. She can't stand Foodie either. Like, she thinks she's the worst person. But as far as our kids, she was even trying to say that about but like, we're all just sitting around watching her. It's just not the truth. It's not the truth. None of us want to expose our innocent, beautiful children to a beast. You're a Nike girl? I don't even remember what I said. It wasn't one of my better jokes. Well, it made her mad, whatever it was. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Oh, Old Wrinkly Wiener. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Val. I didn't see you guys come in. Okay, let's keep going. Fupolina said, I'm not saying I want to see the... I think that's Dang Fupa. Yeah. I'm not saying I want to see the picture of Salah's dingaling. I just want someone to confirm what we all know. It's smaller than a single Vienna sausage. Well, I mean, if you just look at the blur, like, that tells you everything. You don't have to blur out much. Fondue Pondu shared these screenshots. Oh, I'm going to have a whole lot to say about this. Okay. Salah was talking to Bally Talks and said, well said. She needs to grow up and get a life. LMAO, so sad. So that already, like, all these red flags, right? Bally, who has admittedly trafficked young women for her boss, hangs out with Salah and Foodie Beauty. Bally, who's telling people that she stabbed somebody and watched a trail of blood. I'm sorry. I won't ever expose the person who said it, but, like, I'm not holding that back. Is hanging out with Foodie Beauty and Salah. It's weird. Like, all the perverts and predators hang out together. It's weird. It's crazy how like attracts like. And then Salah saying, just beaten today. Did you punch anyone lately? Just curious. No, the next person I'll punch, I'll just be quiet. Just don't ever show up in California, please. And then he says, Mojo, no, I'm born and raised in Kuwait. I was just visiting Syria every holiday. And then your mama's in there who said, French Gunt wants to watch the end. How sick. Says the guy who makes fun of elder abuse thinks it's hilarious that I've had a stroke, who laughed like until he cried about me falling off an electric moving scooter right next to moving vehicles, thinks people wanting Foodie Beauty dying is, like, sick. It's sick. Do you know she's talked about most of our deceased relatives or kids, or has doxed some of us? Nobody cares what happens to Foodie. Nobody, yo mama. Nobody. And you need to get over yourself. You're just a small little tiny man who admittedly does cocaine, and you ignore your children. And I will say that because you've talked about mine at length. You've sold stories to the internet that my child was playing alone while I was passed out drunk and everything else. Go pay attention to your kids. Foodie doesn't care about you. She cares about what you can do for her. That's it. That's it. Ugh, these people are so annoying. Yo Mama's the one who paid for the Little Caesars mukbang. Okay, and here's the thing, too. He tried to push this stream that, like, I'm promoting K-Bella doing revenge prawn. You guys, Yo Mama, a woman sent him nudes. I don't know why anybody would. Like, don't you have, like, a height requirement over, like, 4'11" or something? I don't get it. But anyways, somebody sent Yo Mama photos, and he put them up on his live stream for the world to see, to brag about how he got the craziest sex from his wife that night because he got nudes. Like, if anybody's revenge prawning, I think that would be somebody sent you nudes, and instead of just saying, I'm not interested, or blocking, you plaster them up on a live stream to shame them? Is that not revenge prawn? Is that not revenge prawn? Am I wrong about that? I don't know. So he says, who is Skinny Queen, Salah? Who is Skinny Queen? Do you mean that 750-pound lady that gives us sleepy vibes when she talks? LOL. And then he says, yo, mama, her zombies cheer her up to watch someone's death. How disgusting and sick they are. It's against the terms of service, too. You know what's against terms of service? Self-harm, which is what your wife puts up daily when she binges. That's against terms of service. Being a predator to minors has to be. Like, do you think it's normal that two grown people, Salah and Foodie Beauty, are engaging with the what, 14, 15, maybe 15 by now in her chat? That's disgusting. No adults have any business talking to minors or engaging with them or flirting with them, Foodie Beauty. It's weird. You have no business accepting money from a minor. And it all makes sense why Foodie Beauty defends Cyrax and Cyrax defends Foodie Beauty. Predators. Hey, Mrs. C, I will never send nudes. I just don't care how many times you ask. I'll stop asking, Joe, okay? I'll stop asking. It's okay, Mrs. C. Foodie loves having children in her chat while she posts, and that's sick. Like, at this point, hi, Dot. At this point, we know what she's uploading is a form of prawn. It is. It is. She's getting paid allegedly by feeders to eat certain things, to moan and groan with ranch dressing dripping from her lips. It's weird. It's weird to have a child in your chat. The whole thing is weird. Cyrax lives under Foodie's fupa. He probably got lost. Okay, let's do a few more tweets, and then we'll go brave the mukbang. Bunny Angel said, these two threatening to sue another person. Considering she is breaking untold laws in Kuwait, she needs to shut her gob. And as for Salad, he should never be on any platform. He shouldn't. Ladies out there, or apparently even men too, because he goes both ways. This man, Salah, is absolutely disgusting. And if he goes into your DMs under Home Alone Legend, or even with his ugly face, run. This man wants to grape Western Christian women. That's his fantasy. Stay far away from him. And Foodie, if that happens, this is why you should stay away, because if something happens to you, Foodie will provide him an alibi. She's already done it before with Natter. Cowboy Dog said, Chantel is saying revenge prawn is illegal in Kuwait to scare Kbella. Yet all someone has to do is show the very graphic and very illegal prawn images he texted Kbella, and he's effed. I think people already have. I think so. So we'll just wait and see what happens. I'll be happy to send some images too. I'll be happy. I have them all on my phone that, everything from Salah. I'd be happy to. Iron Stuff said, so non-US residents can take action against US residents on US laws. Wouldn't that also put him in trouble for distributing pornographic, I have to switch the word, content from a Muslim country? I think so. Let's look at the replies. Salt and Sauce said, yes, two can play that game. Tell his soft ass to bring it on. We will play. We will. Neurospicy Life said, it's the platform and the person distributing that counts, not the other person's residency. Terms of service for every platform has it in the content distributed is under the platform's country laws and laws of the country of the user. If here in the US and she is too, he could, yep, they said. But then they continue. Hold on. But you're also correct on his end because he has to abide by his own laws. So if they prohibit possessing it, distributing it, and he does either of those, even to US authorities, unless there's a clause that allows reporting, he'd be in trouble too. Well, let's just figure out how we can get him in trouble at this point. And Carla said, and I expect that Kbella will take the necessary measures to report Salah and Chantel to the Kuwait Interior of the Ministry for their lies and scams against the Kuwait government. In addition, report Salah for being the internet predator that he has shown himself to be. He is. In my opinion, he's an internet predator. He was waiting for, he waits out in her chat. He looks for who he wants to DM. He's got some sick, twisted things going on in that head. Stella, I need to make people laugh. Mount Everest is in Asia. I don't think he knows that. Pay her to eat a healthy salad with a boring vinaigrette. Is Salah double-digit IQ? Salah lets his wife get pimped out by the feeders. He does. What kind of man lets their wife get pimped out like that? Okay, I think, let's see. Oh, Kbella said, Chantel, your husband didn't just want to crap on me. Are you that thick-headed? Oh, this is going to be a long one. Hold on. Okay, Chantel, your husband didn't want to crap on me. Are you that thick-headed? That's your husband's fetish. His kink that you keep blasting all over the internet. But seriously, read this sentence slowly and actually comprehend it, please. Chantel, your cheating incel husband sent me multiple messages describing in detail how he wanted to F me. Your husband wanted to act out puppy play with me. He wanted to be on all fours on a leash and collar, woofing up at me as I dragged him around. He wanted to act out great fantasies with me. Is he okay? He also called me a goddess. What does he call you? Potato face. And that's it. That's a mic drop, and it just made me so happy. That's it. Eric, maybe they moved to the mountain. Woof, 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 woof. This tiny little woof. Hey, Lisa. All right, you guys, I think it's time. I think it's time to sit through this mukbang, but we're going to speed it up like really, really fast. And we're going to hold hands and we're going to get through this together, okay? Hey, Trish, Potato Face. Yes, let's watch Potato Face. And this is everything that she eats. Do you know I had 6 chips right before I went live and I was feeling a little guilty? Look at her. Look at her. And is it the filters or is this can on steroids? It has to be the filters, right? I think I skipped past. Oh, wait, hold on. Salah has watched too much dang German. Yeah. I only woof woof for Breezy. Matthew, and I only woof woof for you. Potato face looking extra starchy. All right. All right. Hopefully you guys aren't eating right now. Let's just get into it.
Well, hello, guys. Hello. All right. Just sat down for tonight's tea. No, for my dinner, I guess you can say. I was going to cook, but I didn't feel like it, so tomorrow I will make whatever I was going to make. You'll have to wait and see. But for now, we're having Substop. It's not Subway, it's Substop.
Oh, okay.
Substop. Okay.
It's like Subway to me.
We have a Red Fruits iced tea, 0 sugar, steak and cheese sub, and a meat feast sub. Some barbecue, summer barbecue.
Do you really think that 0 sugar makes a difference?
Barbecue chips, hot peppers, and chocolate chip cookies. Oh, and have a few olives as well. These big purple ones. All right, bismillah.
Greedy.
Let's get into it.
Greedy.
What am I going to eat first? I want to eat the steak and cheese first. So let's go. Steak and cheese. What did I put on? It's on Italian.
Ella said, why is there a splooge of sperm in the middle of her sub? I don't know. I guess Salah just stopped by.
Oregano bread, Parmesan oregano bread, cheese, jalapenos, black olive, Southwest, garlic mayo, ranch, onions, lettuce, jalapenos. Did I say that? And I think that's it.
You
Green
said
pepper.
it.
Beauty bite for you guys.
Oh, yay. Sperm everywhere.
By the way. No mic today.
Thank God.
I'm too lazy to go get it.
Okay, I'm not trying to be gross, but like, I was half joking and half not. I really think he would come and do that in her. Oh my God, I didn't mean come literally, but I guess so. I think he would come and do that in her sandwich and then take off and go to the red room. That's totally what I think. And I think she would eat it. Eat quick, hurry, foodie.
So you guys are lucky.
So lucky. What's the latest on Salah having kids? Oh, I forgot to share that. Okay, because there was one I could share. Remind me at the end of this. Or actually, you know what I'll do? I'll link the tweet. And if you guys have Twitter, you can go to the thread because I don't want to shoot. Okay, hold on. I'm going to find the tweet for you and link it.
Ow. Kettle chips are hard.
They're chips. Okay, hold on. Go to this Twitter,
I'm
you
sorry,
guys.
but they hurt the roof of your mouth.
Okay, I'm going to share a link right now. If you click on this link and you are on Twitter, you can go to this profile and scroll down a little bit. And I really think this person is onto something. Like they went through the Facebook, they have clips put together, and it looks like he does have a son. It does.
Pleasure with the pain. Oh.
Sperm everywhere.
There's roast beef on here.
Does it remind you of Dee Dee?
Normally. We'll see.
Does it remind you of when you ate Dee Dee?
I realize.
Ew.
In the description of the sub, it doesn't say
Mhm.
what kind of meats. It just says meat feast, a mix of meats.
And you just ordered it like that? Matthew, he spooed you from the Temu card. Protected
I'm
account?
having a piece of cookie.
Hold on. Are you sure? Oh, I believe you. Hold on.
So soft and chewy.
Crap.
Anyway. I was just thinking, like,
I think it's because people got mad that they were sharing very public information and off like the pictures if people stopped to realize were very long ago. Like I don't think this person is still a young child anymore. um, but I think she was getting some heat, so she may have privated it. Anyway, she went through his Facebook posts and went through some clips from like PI and other creators. And there's a son in a lot of pictures, or a young boy. And the way he's posing and just how often he's taking the pictures, it doesn't look like an uncle visiting his nephew. You know what I mean? So I think they may have got a little heat from it. If they unprivate it, then I'll let you guys know.
oh, and I know I just did a sub mukbang, but I love this place.
I don't see how she could basically get away with threatening to dox. Well, she can't. Her stream could be taken down. It's just if YouTube pays attention. I reported it. Oh, Marley Hendricks shared the image and they retweeted it.
I was just thinking how weird it is.
Tia shared a link. So is that Marley Hendricks' video that they can go find it? You guys click that link.
But what I'm doing now is like a day at the office for me. This is my coming to work.
That's your coming to work. Wow. You have dirt under your nails and you need to wash your hands.
It made me think of what a typical day at work was like.
That he's supporting his kid through her eating and killing herself. I don't think he's putting a dime of his actual money. I think he stops by, drops off food, and says, hey, Foodie, you need to eat. And then you need to eat again later and again tomorrow because little Omar needs a new toy.
At my most latest job.
Salad spends time not talking to us. Oh, yeah. Why is he taken to the park? What a horrible dad.
I should say my most recent job. I told you guys what it was.
But, she's barely making enough on YouTube. That's true. But if she truly has feeders, then she's getting side income. Whether they're Cash Apping her, PayPaling her, Venmo, I don't know. But she's getting paid on the side for sure.
I told you guys why I got let go. But I don't think I told you what like a typical day at work was like.
Yuck. bread and potato chips. Perfect for diabetes food, right? Hey, Beverly.
So a typical day, I would go into the office at like, I don't know. I think it was like 7 to 3.
Mm-hmm. Ew. There's so many.
Which I really, really, really hated.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a day person. But especially not 7.
Well, it's true. You know what? You make a good point, Stella. Like, those of you who aren't on YouTube, right, who are working a 9 to 5 or you have a career doing something else, like you may make good money, but it's not realistic for a lot of us to eat fast food every day, right? Or for every single meal. Because oftentimes we have other responsibilities or we're just smart with our money. Anyways, even if you have good money, you're not trying to spend $100 a day on fast food, right? She's making side money. She is.
But I was an admin assistant. I was a secretary for a group of doctors, for 3 doctors, but specifically for one in particular.
Yeah, Stella.
And
True, Eric.
those are the hours she wanted me to work. So
Not such
I worked
hefty
in a hospital.
amounts. Yeah. Eating out is usually our weekend. Same.
A mental health facility, hospital. And
Ew. I wish we didn't have to watch her chew on things and then take them back out of her mouth and put it on the same area that she's eating on. It just grosses me out.
there was always morning traffic, especially in Audible around that time.
I think he did, Stella.
So for my commute, I used to listen to a morning show on the radio.
Oh.
If I had time, I would get a coffee. Sometimes breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But usually, I would get to work and I would park my car in the parking lot.
As one does.
Then I had to walk around to the front of the building.
The nerve, the front. It's a walk.
Sometimes I would see another secretary that worked there. And she wasn't liked by any of the other secretaries because she was not like them. She wasn't like a gossip hen, you know? And she spoke her mind. So I would see her out front, usually smoking. But I smoked back then.
For sure, Kara.
So I would have a smoke with her and we would shit talk the other secretary.
Why do you act like you don't smoke? I will never, there's nicotine in shisha, right? And 1 hour of a smoking session of shisha is like 40, 41 cigarettes. Like, why do you pretend you don't smoke? We hear you vape.
Let's try this.
There's nicotine in vapes. Ew, her face.
That's good. Lettuce, tomato, pickles, black olives.
But does it remind you of Dee Dee's kitty? That's what I want to know.
Olive oil, vinegar, Southwest sauce. I think onions too.
Mm-hmm. Lucky Salah.
Anyway. And then some of the patients would talk to us because they didn't have another designated smoking area.
Oh, gosh.
We had to smoke with the patients.
She stuck her finger in the splooge and licked it off. Oh, jeez.
I want to eat the seeds. It's spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So then
this is great.
We would go upstairs.
I think in the pictures, okay, so I don't want to say it wrong. We'll have to wait to see if that account goes unprivate. But I feel like there was some sort of like correlation from the child that was in the photos to a child that was in camping videos. So I don't want to like quote it wrong. I don't want to say it wrong. It was something along the lines of that. And I really wish, like, I can go back and look at it, but it looks like things are deleted now. So I'm going to catch up with Tia after this. And if there's any more videos on it or linked, I'll put it in the comment section. Just come back and look.
All day you would hear codes going off on the intercom. Code white. Inpatient north, blah, blah, blah.
Yes, because Foodie was holding him.
Code blue was like medical, I think. Code red is fire.
I can't, Stella. I wouldn't allow any child near Foodie.
So they had a little tuck shop.
Mm-hmm.
Not a tuck shop, like a little coffee stand thing run by volunteers. That's good.
Is it good?
And
yes,
I would get like a
Tia did earlier. Let me see if I can
coffee.
find it.
I always got a Colombian and a big muffin.
All right, I have the video. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to link it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Too many peppers.
You could just stop eating them. That's what I would do. Unless I don't have a
Then I would
gallbladder.
make my way to my office.
Hold on, you guys.
And I was so proud because I had my own office, and outside of the door.
Okay, so the video I'm linking right now is a video from a year ago, and it should give you some info in there. If you want more, I'll look through that person's Twitter and get the other videos. I think there was one by PI too.
There was a metal plaque sign that said Chantal Sato.
Ew! I'm sorry, I need a moment. That was so disgusting. Oh my gosh. And we still have 15 minutes left of this crap. Is that the same child from her video?
Oh,
Well, that's what people were thinking,
I
Stella.
have my own office.
Eric Chantal. You're gonna lose a foot, Chantal. Oh.
It's ironic. I worked in mental health because my mental health was, at the time.
Was?
But so were many of the secretaries. And actually, one of the secretaries was a patient there a couple of times. So,
Yikes.
I would go in my office.
Like, she's so afraid of wasting even a bite. Her sandwich is dripping, and then she, like, dips it back in.
Sit at my desk. First thing I would do is check my emails, which I always had a ton of emails. Open up the doctor's calendar for the day. Get her patient charts ready. Sometimes I had to book. So I'd reply to emails because I get emails from different departments. I would have to gather all her
Right, Danielle?
billing, submit it to finance.
Oh. You're a disgusting slob. You are so disgusting. Your poor mother.
If there was a meeting, I would have to take the laptop, take minutes.
Satan, I'm about to cover my eyes too. Wait, Pumpkin said there is no way that a patient is then an employee at a professional mental health establishment. Jesus.
So messy.
You need a bib.
Set up teleconference.
Well, now we know, like, this is very filtered, but Bad Seed does photos where she takes the filter off and you see what she realistically looks like. Her skin is not like that. She has, like, massive pores, like giant pores and zits everywhere. And I'm not going to shame anybody for having pimples because I know it's a reality and not everybody has beautiful, clear skin. It's just not a reality. But the way she eats and all that oil and grease and everything just dripping down her face, and we know she doesn't shower or wash her face. No wonder why she's so broken out.
Order catering for meetings. I usually went with Epicuria in Ottawa. I think that's the name of it.
She finished those 2 sandwiches in 19 minutes and 17 seconds. And she has a cookie and a little bit of chips left. We know what she looks like
was
from
young.
that video. Yes, Eric.
So it just depended what day of the week. But we usually had a team meeting in the mornings to discuss what beds were available, when beds were coming available for the inpatient section.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was always a crisis to have beds. People waiting, overcrowding hospitals because they needed to be transferred to our hospital, but there's no room.
The kid looked older in the camping video, Dot said. Right, well, kids don't stay kids forever, so, like, I think that sounded way sassier than I meant it to. But I think it was more, I really wish I could show it to you guys. So it was more of like, look at all these old posts with Salah posing with this person who looks like his son. And then it turned into like, people were also weighing in that like, that's what you call fathers, or it's like the son of Omar, I guess that's what it is. But there was a correlation where the kid in the older photos looked like the person from the camping video. But again, I'm scared of saying it wrong because it was so detailed how Alexis had it out. It was so detailed. But I think she got a lot of shit from people on Twitter. The wild thing is, like, I'm not saying it's right to like share anybody's photo, but it's public. And you know what? This is where I struggle. Like, okay, I want to protect the kid, but like, I'm sorry, but Salah and Foodie don't give a shit about mine, but I'm going to do the right thing and I'm not going to share it, but it's out there. It's out there. It's such an internal struggle because as much shit as they talk about my kid, I don't know why I have to protect his, but I'm going to do the right thing. So I'm going to do the right thing. Hey, Nancy, it is BS.
So mostly the patients would come. I would, get them checked in the system. I think the system was called Meditech, if I remember.
Petty is a good trait.
And then I had another part of my job that was, I found a bit difficult. Like, I was program administrator for like the student, like the intern doctors, the student doctors in like their last year. I don't remember exactly what I had to do.
Because you probably didn't do anything.
But I had to keep track of, like, I had to do admin work for they had a system they used through the University of Ottawa, in the Department of Medicine. So I had to keep track of, like,
administrator, yeah.
I think hours that they did with the doctors that they were shadowing in our department and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. It's almost gone, you guys.
So I had to use, like, a system that was through the University of Ottawa. I remember it being, like, a tough learning curve, that part of it.
I don't believe anything you're saying. That's all I know. Hey, Michelle. It does sound made up.
The 4-hour unit, I wasn't the program administrator. They hired someone new for that.
Oh.
And they wanted me as a secretary level 3 to do the annual report. I knew nothing about the department. And like, they wanted me to do like, her and I to do like pie charts with statistics. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, did I lie on my resume or something? Like, I don't know.
Probably.
I actually like.
Well, Dot, I think that's the general consensus. I think a lot of people think she does, you know how she does like multiple grocery hauls in a week sometimes. And while it's believable, she can eat that much. And while it's believable, she probably does have to do a bunch of different grocery orders a week. The stuff that they often get looks like it's from a food bank or for a child. So a lot of us have been thinking, you know, they get food from the food bank. She takes some, he takes the rest to his kid and wife. I don't know. But here's the other thing. A lot of people are saying like you can have multiple wives, but only if you have money. He's a broke ass scrub. Doesn't even have $5 to his name. So how is he affording another wife? So is it possible he just has another family? I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to know the truth.
Like, did say that I knew how to use Excel. And the thing is, before this job, I never used Excel. But I had to be tested on Excel before I got the job, and I just managed to just use common sense, and I just managed to figure it out. I don't know. Like, I passed.
Mm-hmm.
I think I watched like a 10-minute tutorial video, and then I was able to do it. And then I did have to use Excel like every day. So yeah, the doctor would go on like vacation, like not vacations, but like work business trips all the time. So she would give me her flight, like I had booked flights for her, hotels. She would give me the receipts, and I had to send them to finance for billing. Problem was,
sunshine. Hey,
I had big shoes to fill because the reason they were looking for a new secretary for this doctor, her personal secretary, which is the position I was filling, had just retired after 25 years of working with her. She knew everything the doctor liked. She knew the job very well. When you're working with someone for 25 years, you know, and her and I just didn't get along very well. So I think she just expected too much of me right off the bat. She didn't seem to like me. I don't know why.
You don't know why?
So I thought, okay, you know, I tried my best, but eventually it began to wear.
But you're a lazy ass YouTuber. You were probably lazy in your real job as well. And that's probably why she didn't like you. Nobody likes having to do other work for their coworkers when they refuse to do it.
And my mental health even more, to where I wasn't even motivated to come in. I would call it sick a lot, yada yada. So anyway, it ended up being that I ended up getting canned, but it was like wrongful canning.
Oh, it was wrongful.
I ended up getting a settlement, pretty decent settlement, and unemployment. So, and then that's when I decided to try YouTube out. I didn't even expect to make any money, just for fun, I guess. I wanted to do makeup, well, and enjoy the free ride.
I just was blessed by checking Twitter and seeing that Yo Mama did, in fact, I've been saying it, but I know people don't believe me, share revenge prawn, and he only blurred out the part between her legs. And not very well. Well, I mean, I guess it's okay. I might have to play this.
You know, I had to sign a paper that I wasn't allowed to talk to the media about what happened, but they basically in my dismissal paper said that I was let go because I was leaving work early, which is total bullcrap because I was salaried. So I worked late every day almost because I was having trouble keeping up with some of the emails and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, it's quiet. There's not anyone that's going to bother me with more work today. I can stay a bit later and finish some. And they lied. They completely lied. I could understand if they were like, it's not a good fit. You're not able to do certain tasks like that annual.
Right, Danielle said, but I thought she started her channel for mukbangs, but now it was for fun and makeup. It always changes.
Report stuff like that. Or if I was calling in sick too much, but like to say that I was leaving early is just complete BS, you know? So yeah, it was unionized. So I'm so happy it was unionized because the union was the one who fought for me to get a settlement because they were like, you know, I don't know. It was just, yeah.
I'm not trying to be mean, but I think you have an outbreak going on your lips. I think the herp is back.
It was a mess, but it was a decent job. It paid very well. I was making like $29 an hour when I left, around that. It came out to like $29 an hour, something like that. But it was like per year because it was salaried.
Yeah, and you lost
it was. I don't even know.
You lost your job. You were canned.
It just, I remember I ended up working late and not even, you know, being able to claim the extra hours. It's just what people did. Sometimes you work late, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
So it was just exhausting. And that was a promotion. Like I got promoted up from the temporary job I was in. I was filling a maternity position in another department, like schizophrenia department. And the time was coming close where the girl was coming back. So I started looking at internal postings, right? And that came up.
Oh, Foodie, I'm bored.
And I was bilingual.
Just finish it.
Because the doctor was very French. So they liked that I was bilingual. And so I talked to the doctor, pure French, you know, I never talked to her in English really. I guess I just, you know, she didn't think I was good enough. I know that's the real reason. We just didn't get along. And we butted heads a lot. So yeah, that's part of my life I thought I'd tell you about. That's more recent than my childhood. I mean, after that, I started YouTube and I told you guys so many things about my life, so many story times. Then I started doing lives and showing you my life day to day, being very open about everything. And now I guard some of my privacy. I'm still pretty open about a lot of things.
And you guard the lies because you can't come up with new ones quick enough.
I have been. I never learn. Anyway, I guess that's it. That was so good. Yeah.
Was it so good?
So yeah, I guess that's about it. That's all I have to talk about. And I have nothing else to eat. I feel satisfied, but not stuffed.
Wow.
I'm definitely a bottomless pit. I gotta watch for that.
You might go into a food coma. Somebody just did.
I don't know how Substock gets away with being pretty much an exact replica of Subway without, like, how is it legal? Because there's steak and cheese, like the ingredients are the same, but it's just has nothing to do with Subway. I don't remember the story, but
oh my god, Foodie, shut up, please. Shut up.
All right, guys. I guess that's it for now. I had too many olives.
Okay.
Olive is my middle name, Mary Olive. All right, guys. Thanks for having dinner with me. I hope it made you hungry. I hope you had something good to eat, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye. Yes, I remember she's gonna outlive me, which is hilarious because she like dreams of being able to climb up a mountain. And tomorrow morning at about 7:30 a.m., I will be hiking up a mountain. That is what I will actually be doing. But she's gonna outlive me, folks. I think this is it. Okay, well, that was horrible. All right, there is a clip I want you guys to play just because this guy's the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen in my life. So, thank you to Hurl World for catching this. I guess he did a stream all upset that Kay Bella was gonna post revenge prawn, and I was included for whatever reason, like I have any control over anybody but myself. He like made it this big deal. But Hurl said, Yo mama has always been a pig and a moron. Zero respect for women, not even his wife. I don't know, y'all missed it until now. So let's see. I think there's a clip. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that was it. I don't know why I exited out. Hold on. So this is him actually sharing revenge prawn. Bella joked about it. I thought it was funny. Let's see.
Oh, wait a minute. It's gonna just play the whole video. Hold on. Let me stop the video here. Okay. I'm not gonna show the face of that. Last night, I told you guys in my last video, I said, okay, listen, I need some time stamp people, right? I need some time stampers. And if you are on Twitter, right, and you tweet me and you a time stamper, you know, somebody help me out, cut up some videos and show me some stuff, I will follow you. So I followed a few people. But this one lady hits me up, says I'm a time stamper. I said, okay, follow her. She DM me. She say, hey, you know, I got some, you know, time stamps on some Chantel, some stuff, you know, da-da-da. I say, okay, cool, send it to me. So I'm minding my business, right? I got a couple of other shout outs to other people that hit me up with some timestamps. I leave my phone in the bedroom, right? I go in the living room. My wife's sleeping in the bedroom. I go in the living room to watch Yellowstone. I watch that show in the living room. I leave my phone in the bedroom. You know, I ain't got nothing. You know, my wife in there.
I don't know why it stopped.
She sleep, whatever. I get a little ding, right? My wife sometimes she look at my phone, whatever. Well, last night, ladies and gentlemen, all right. All of a sudden, I hear this screaming. My wife don't speak English that good. All right, so she's like doing some Ricky Martin. I don't know. I don't know, but she's screaming. She up and down. She skirts into the living room. What's going on? She's like, who is this? Who's what? This girl on your phone. I said, girl on my phone, and boom, she shows me the DM, and it's this female that says she's a time stamper. She sends me this.
And you posted it? That's revenge prawn. Yo, mama, that's revenge prawn. Go do another line and pipe down, you short, little, tiny, disgusting human being. Ugh. Anyways, I just felt the need to show that. Yeah, but she won't last nowhere near as long. And Minor lived to 95 with diabetes. Eric, really? He made sure to cover this for his own ass, for his wife, not to leave him. Exactly! Who is that? Somebody who was helping him with timestamps, and she sent that picture, so he felt the need to plaster it on his live stream. I believe this was the same live stream where he bragged about how the sex was really freaky that night because of the nudes. So, I'd love to see what's under that table. Hi, Lonnie. Hi. All right, you guys, I have to go for now. I do have to go for now, but I will be back tomorrow after my hike sometime. I'm probably going to be really tired and really, like, hot. So if I miss anything during the day, we will be back in the evening. He is awful. He's disgusting. He is the most he's like, it's not because he thinks I don't like him because of the GB thing. That's not it. He's lied saying that like I tried to trap him with my daughter. He's lied about my baby daddy. He's lied about my daughter in general. He's so disgusting. He's like, this is what I will say. He tries to lie and say that he sees my baby daddy around and da-da-da-da-da. No, he should be very lucky he hasn't yet. There was a sighting at a gas station, but he had everybody with him. So it's like he came to this community calling me a fat bitch and telling stories that I left my daughter to play alone so I can go get drunk and da-da-da-da-da-da. He lets people push all the time that I'm high on cocaine, that I'm still drinking, that I'm this, that I'm that. This is what I will say. I have been sober for a very long time. He admits on his live streams he's in love with the cocoa. My child usually isn't here when I'm live streaming. That's usually how it goes because she has cousins and I have a big family, and I don't want her to hear what I'm talking about. His kids are in the backgrounds of his video. Hi, yo, mama. I know it's under members only. Asking to go outside. Just begging for your attention. My child has never had to come in the room when I've been live and say, Mommy, will you pay attention to me and take me outside? That's it. That's all. And as much shit as he talks about everybody covering Foodie, so does he. He is no better than anybody. We're supposed to be all upset that people are laughing at Foodie Beauty and planning her death and waiting for the end. Yet, like, literally, he thinks it's so funny that I've had a stroke. He thinks it's so funny that I fell off an electric scooter. I could have got seriously injured. He thought it was so funny to, like, joke around that he was going to meet up, like, a while ago, you guys, about a year ago. I want to say it was last summer, maybe a little bit before that. We were talking about, like, a Breezy Bunch meetup and how fun that would be. And somebody could bring, food, and somebody could bring drinks, somebody could bring the dessert. He was joking around about coming to that. He was joking around about coming shopping in my city. I'm not a fan of FFG, but your mama is no better. He is no better. I don't live anywhere near this guy. He has no business coming into my city. We're not a city apart. I know FFG and Foodie Beauty live close. Like, we're nowhere near each other. We're nowhere near each other. I'm at the mountains. He's by the beach. What business does he have coming to shop in the city I live in other than to let me know he's here and make me uncomfortable? He's just so disgusting, you guys. No, thank you so much. All right, I am going to go. But please look for me tomorrow afternoon or early evening, and I can't wait to hang out with you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Have a great day, great evening, wherever you are, and I hope everybody has the best weekend. Bye, everybody. Bye.